So as you can tell, it's getting dark, and it's only like 7 o'clock. Literally, because it's just getting dark so quick, like you're walking into stuff that you don't even, you're used to seeing it during the day, and then in the evening as such, you're like, oh wait, okay, that's there. This is kind of that point really where you'll, well, more or less I'll be doing more like, if I'm like, oh, I want to go out in the evening for a walk when it's like dark already at like 6:30 or even whatever, it'll just be sticking to the roads, because come an hour's time it'll be pitch black on here. So I'll be like, oh, I can't go off road. Well, I can, but it'll be really dark. I've kind of decided tomorrow I am going to go somewhere, because for like the last couple of days I've been walking the dogs and they just don't want to do anything. Like you walk and then suddenly it just takes the fun out of it. So I'm going to do like, probably do like a between 2 and 3 mile walk with them in the morning and then feed them. But I like the idea of like going in the direction of like so like the 11:30, like a 30 minutes past train, or like a 13 minutes past train. Itchy foot again. I was going to go along the field, like along this field, and then go past the Bosch factory, then onto that field. But I thought, well, if there's cows in that field, and I'm like, oh shit, and it's dark, or getting dark, then you're kind of making yourself in a worse situation. So I think I'm just going to end up going up the hill, and then towards like Greetland. I mean, I was out with my mum earlier, and West Vale is just batshit crazy. So I was like, well, I'm going to completely avoid West Vale. Completely. I mean, there's one thing with it getting dark, the video quality. You can hear me, but what can you see? Not really that much. Oh my god, I'm itching again. There we go. Oh my god, I'm stuck on a tree. There's so many trees that I've got overhanging bits. So when the leaves fall off the trees, they'll just shoot back up again. Quite surprisingly quite warm as well, isn't it? Isn't it? Oh yeah, people watching, they're like, oh yeah, it is, yeah, it's really dry, it's really, really, really warm. Gosh. So I have come to the conclusion, so that so essentially before it got to August and it was just piping hot, I'd be in my, 1 minute, there's a bit of an itch then, in my polyester shirts, which are good for keeping you cool, because they're a thin material. But I think throughout the whole of August, minus when I wasn't working, I was in polyester shirts the whole time. I mean, apart from when I was in work, where I'm wearing cotton uniform. But I think that's possibly what could have caused my irritation in my groin, possibly. So like, because it's warm, polyester doesn't absorb sweat, it sort of just lingers about and then like just falls off, whereas cotton will absorb sweat and then like dry, whatever. So I think what I need to do primarily is wear my cotton t-shirts. So primarily I have 10 Syndicate t-shirts, and I have a few like older ones, and I've got like an animal one, so I've got those shirts. But also as well, I'll be going into work in my Halloween shirts, and I can wear those when I'm not in work. I can wear those whilst I'm not at work. So oh fuck, I've got an itchy foot, bloody hell, there we go. Wear them whilst I'm not in work, and if I want to go on a day out, then I have that. And then November's gonna be pretty much like another month, like just a generic month. And then December, I have all my Christmas t-shirts washed. They're not ironed, but they need washing. And I'll just fold up loads of my polyester shirts and just stick them in my wardrobe so that they can hang then. And I have got rid of a few because there were some that were like too scary, and that they weren't really Christmas ready, really. I was like, oh yeah, I was just in a shit mood and I just had that. And there was like one t-shirt that said Christmas spirit loading. I was like, it's so depressing. Like, ugh. And yes, sadly got rid of the Sly Antics t-shirt. It was just old. It was just old and knackered, and I was like, no, it needs to go. But in total I've got about 10, 12 shirts. Now, depending on how the 16-hour contract works, at the moment they're not really getting people in. They kind of have to do that in December though. They can't be like, oh, don't come in, we don't want you in. If they're like, we don't want you in December, I'm like, fan-fucking-tastic. If you don't want me in, I'm like, that's weird, but okay. Because it makes sense in December to not really go on days out. But the thing is, with that, people are going to go to the more urbanised areas to go shopping. But then if you pick places that are the opposites of that, then you'll be fine. So like if I'm in December, I'm like, oh, I'll go to Church Fenton, or I might go to South Milford, or I might go to, where's somewhere else? Try to think somewhere else. Where else? I think I'm going the other way. Oh yeah, just like yes, Halifax the whole line. So like Micklefield, basically places that have a train stop essentially that aren't urbanised. That's cooling me down a little bit. That bit of wind. My God, I must have walked through some nettles. So, I have done some calculations of video editing. So, prior to when with this being up, whatever. So, not too far of editing. It's not too far of getting up my Llandudno footage. Then I've got my Blackpool footage. I've got stuff like this. And I also... There's a car behind me. Oh, there's a bike behind me. Right? I was like, watch it be someone I know as well. I was like, oh my goodness, that, watch it be someone, watch it be my dad. Gosh, getting pretty warm now. Still surprisingly warm. So that's the thing, wearing cotton t-shirts, I think with the polyester, when I've been sweaty, it's been, the sweat's run down from my back onto like my butt cheeks or into my actual whole bit, and then it's caused rubbing and then the irritation as well. So if I'm having cotton on all the time, and I think it's during the colder periods, I will have cotton t-shirts on because it's more a sensible thing to do. Yeah, the thing is, people's hours have been cut in October, so it's going to be the same in November. And then when it comes to December, they'll be like, could you come in? Could you come in? Especially with me, they'll be like, oh, could you come and do trolleys? Do trolleys, I'll work the whole day. I'm like, on double rate, I'm like, fucking too right. I can hear somebody. I think it's the garage there. I think it's the garage because it's the radio. I mean, I literally said as well that I would work Christmas Eve and Boxing Day because, let's face it, I ain't going to be doing out on those days, so it makes sense to come into work and work them. To be fair. Also, New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, same thing. I ain't going to do out. God, might actually have to end up taking my jumper off. See, when it was really, really, really windy, it blew like sort of from the south coming north, like really, really warm air. So, though the temperatures are only like 14-15 degrees, there's still that humid, warm air in and about. Oh, shit, hell. So what have I done in October so far? So Blackpool. I did quite a bit in Blackpool, despite the shite weather. And then today, I've been in and around Siddle with the dogs. Did pretty much a lot in Siddle with the dogs. So, in the first week of October, Blackpool and Siddle. What I'm going to do is when I get to the top of this bit here, I'm going to wrap the video up and I'm going to take my jumper off because I am roasting, proper roasting. Wow, it is warm, surprisingly warm. So thanks for watching for now, and yeah, goodbye.